All right, this is the Cream Pod, your weekly cream, the weekly talking for your ears that comes every week, and this is this week's episode. It's creamy.
What episode is this?
I don't know.
21?
I think it's 21.
21, yeah.
The episode. But who knows, you know?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? We could have it wrong. Yeah, the episodes are kind of stacking up, dude.
Yeah, a lot of cream, dude.
Maybe we'll be at 100 eventually.
Maybe. We don't all die, dude.
I won't even remember. At that point, they'll just be all jumbled together.
Well, the files are all numbered, and our videos on YouTube are numbered.
No.
But who really knows? You know?
Yeah. Well, all right, dude. So, Adesanya got choked the fuck out, and I'm mad about it.
Oh, that was sad.
Yeah, I thought he was going to lose, personally. But, I just think his time's past him, you know?
It does seem like his time's passed, but I don't know. It's hard to let go because you know who he once was.
Dude, and it's kind of like after 8 fucking title defenses, and bro, this dude fucking fought Whitaker off of his legs for 5 rounds, not once, but twice. And the dude that finally gets him on the ground and chokes him the fuck out is fucking Duplessis.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't even fucking make sense to me. Like, what happened to him? And he was crying during the press conference and shit.
Well, I think he's been hit in the head a lot lately.
He just took like a whole fucking 2 years, year and a half off.
Well, he has been hit in the head a lot. He got hit Sean Strickland fight. He got hit in the head in the Driscus fight. Like, he got taken down off of getting rocked. Like, Driscus is the real deal. Like, you saw what he did to Robert Whitaker. Like, talking about Robert Whitaker.
Well, no, regardless of here, we'll wait to get to Duplessis in the fight. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think that the Israel Adesanya that we are familiar with would have lost to Duplessis the other night like that. It's just like something's going on. Like, what the fuck is up with this dude? And it's not like he got some really clean takedown and then rocked him on the ground a few times and threw in this just super tight, clean choke. It was like he rocked him, like stung him hard. Izzy like turns his back and almost starts running away. Then Duplessis grabs him and they pretty much like fall over. And he falls on top of him and just slaps on like a sloppy rear naked and fucking chokes him the fuck out.
Yeah.
I was just,
What it takes,
dude. Nah, but that never would have happened to fucking title defense number 5, number 6, Izzy. Like,
I mean, dude,
Oh,
people
no.
aren't scared of him anymore. And he also isn't, like, he's probably had somewhat of an ego death. Losing, like, he was, like, undefeated before he fought John Blachowicz. Got dominated by him, dude. Pereira comes back, which, like, people kind of, like, hypothesize that had been haunting him previously. He comes back. He gets knocked out by him. Ends up beating him, but then gets beat by Sean Strickland, bro. And so he's going to fight Driscus Duplessis, who just lost to Sean Strickland and floored Robert Whitaker, which was like his most
or
impressive.
he didn't lose to Strickland, he beat Strickland.
Beat Strickland.
No, Adesanya lost to Strickland. And then, yeah, Duplessis beat Strickland. So he has to fight the dude who just beat the dude who he lost to. That's a lot of pressure. He doesn't have this air of invincibility. Like,
And you got the whole internet shitting down his throat when it used to feel like all of MMA Twitter used to like ride his dick, bro.
he got exposed. I've been noticing a trend of people just getting like exposed for being corny, dude. Like Jason Tatum, Noah Lyles in the Olympics. Like,
What do you mean he got exposed? No, Lyles got exposed.
for being corny. Like his whole public perception like flopped, bro. Like when he ran the 200 meter and was like all like happy and then lost and was like rolling around on the ground saying he had COVID, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
And then was like out the same night partying. Like people are like, he's corny.
That's not the same dude that was like pulling Pokemon cards out of his
Yes,
underwear and
yeah.
shit.
It's the same dude.
And all of a sudden, that shit's not as cool anymore.
I saw that the whole runner, that fake COVID thing during the Olympics.
I forgot about that.
I didn't know that was the same guy that stashed Pokemon cards in his tank.
No, yeah, that's him, bro. And like, you do some shit that's really not cool. All the other shit that you did that people thought was cool because they originally thought you were cool. Now they don't think you're cool. All that shit seems lame. Same thing with the sketch, bro. Sketch had the same kind of thing going on, bro.
I think Sketch has kind of just had success since that shit happened.
Yeah, but he's not more successful now, dude.
I haven't seen one single piece of sketch content since that shit happened.
And public perception of him has gone down, I think. Like, I'm sure a lot of people were like, oh, like, I don't care.
I think
Yeah.
our public's
Same with sketch,
The
but,
sketch situation was a little
like the
different.
average viewer who like doesn't speak out or doesn't like publicly state opinions or even really care to think too much of an opinion on it, bro, is probably less enthused by sketch content, dude.
But I don't know, but I feel like for
People
dudes
don't
like
care.
that, it's almost like not fair to them because they were getting gassed up the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's like they make one mistake and the world turns on them.
Well, they knock you up, they peg you up, bro, just to fucking smack you back.
Damn.
Dude.
Jason Tatum, on the other hand, brought the corniness onto himself. He literally
Yeah.
could have just had a few cool interviews and he'd be Jason Tatum fucking NBA champion.
Yeah, if he was just like normal about it.
If-
Like, yeah, like, I can't believe we won. Like, I want to thank all my guys. Like,
Yeah, thank God your teammates and shit.
we
moved
did
the
it.
fuck
Like,
on.
we did it.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
fucking acting out scenes from like other NBA finals. He was like, everyone was asking me what I would say if we didn't win. And everyone was like, oh, it's like, I guess we'll never know. Like,
What?
he did another one too. He was like repeating like old.
took the Kobe picture too.
Yeah, the Kobe picture. It's like, all right, bro.
There's just probably a bunch of things he always wanted to say and do, like growing up looking up to certain people. And then he finally had like his moment. And then, yeah, instead of creating
Made a
his
bad
own.
decision.
Probably had thought about him winning the finals and like getting all this limelight before and be like, damn, if I ever did this, like I would have to say like this. And like ended up just like taking the opportunity to say like all the things that he probably like
We did
daydreamed
it!
about. Yeah.
We
And-
did it, guys!
And he's just looking max goofy, dude. Like, which props to Jason Tatum.
When
Nothing
he
against
yelled,
him.
when he turned and yelled, "We did it, guys!" A bunch of people had their backs turned, like hugging each other and shit, and nobody turned around and looked at him.
Yeah, because no one wants to turn around for that soft shit, dude. Like, Dory the Explorer ass fucking.
That's what it reminds me of is Dora.
We did it! Hooray!
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck the Celtics just in general, honestly, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Celtics.
some
I don't
mark
like
against
Jason
the whole
Tatum.
team.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
Steve Kerr, dude. He spoke at the
I don't like him
National
either.
Convention.
He brought like Steph Curry into it.
Yeah, I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, it takes a lot of courage to like stand up for what you believe in politics. I'm like, yeah, dude, it takes a lot of courage to fucking bend the knee to fucking the system that's gonna fucking praise you, bro. Like, he lives in San Francisco, dude. He's gonna say it takes a bunch of courage to say that he's voting for Kamala.
Yeah, and also said it. He said that in a room full of a bunch of people that already agreed with him.
Yeah, so much courage was happening. Dude.
Yeah, it was just a bad.
There was a
line,
lot of
dude.
courage
It's
actually in that
crazy.
room.
Have y'all watched any speeches from the DNC, bro? They're like, we need 4 more years of hope. Like, we don't need 4 more years of like Trump. Like, they're running like they're not in office already. Like,
I
they're
hope you guys don't win.
like they're the incumbent fucking party. Like, they're like, you don't want 4 more years of like everything's bad, so you don't want any more of that. And like Obama was like, we don't want a sequel to the previous years, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse than the original. And they're all like fucking like, yeah, like hope. I'm like, dude, you guys are in office you guys are in office right now, and I've been in office for the last 4 years, bro.
It's the worst it's been.
Like, what the
That's
fuck are you talking?
years.
Like, it would already be better, dude. Like, this is the sequel we don't want.
Yeah,
Kamala Harris is vice president right now. Like, what is she talking about? Big, like, vote for this and we're gonna do this. Like, you're already in off. Why isn't it happening now?
Yeah, I don't know.
That exactly. Like, I feel
It
like
doesn't make sense.
legitimately,
It really
bro. If you're looking at it biasly to like, I mean, you're not retarded if you vote for Kamala Harris, dude. But you're retarded if you like buy that, bro. If you like buy like what you're being sold by them is like, oh, like Kamala's all like she's happy, like ha ha ha, and like dancing and shit, bro, and like,
No, it's corny.
She probably has bodies.
well, it's just like you're being sold. It's just like you're being sold, bro. Like, come on.
Do y'all think Kamala Harris has ever had someone killed before? If you had to put money on it,
Fuck no. No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
for real?
She's not a real one.
I don't
Do you
Trump
think-
has either, though.
Do you think either of the Clintons have ever had someone killed? If you had to put money on it,
That, if I had to put money on it, well, I mean, like, define had someone killed, like, put in the hit themselves, or like had a meeting with someone who like had a meeting with someone who had a meeting with somebody who like they're like, well, this is what we need to do.
I mean, like both of those.
I mean, probably like if that counts, yes.
Out
bad bet
of
to go
the
against.
last 5 terms, so what would that be? Back to George Bush. Who do you think is the most likely out of those presidents to order a hit on someone?
I mean, like domestically, because like
Domestic, yeah. Foreign, it's Obama.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say Obama.
That's the easy one, dude.
Probably.
Oblizzi will put you in the ground, bro.
I mean, I honestly probably the Clintons, probably Bill Clinton, because probably Barack
Does he
Obama,
count? Does Bill
honestly.
Clinton count? Are we doing vice presidents too?
Bill Clinton, yeah,
Or was
he was the president.
But when?
Yeah, I said the last 5 presidents.
Yeah, I thought we said went back to Bush.
Last
Clinton was
5
before?
presidents
Last
we got-
5 terms. I mean, so we have Joe Biden, Trump, 2 Obamas, George Bush.
Yeah.
George Bush's
count
second
2
term.
Obamas.
I said the last 5 terms.
I
That's
would
what I'll
say that Obama probably.
Yeah, I'd have to say Obama. Even domestic.
Obama over Clinton domestically?
Well, you just said
But
Clinton's
Clinton's not
count.
involved.
Oh, yeah, we just said Clinton doesn't count. Then, yeah, it's Obama.
But if Clinton's involved, I would say it's Clinton.
I'll believe that. Yeah.
But that's based on nothing. Like,
If
I don't
we're
fucking know, dude.
including
It
Clinton.
seems off.
If we're including Clinton, I'm going to give it to Clinton over Obama.
Yeah. Because you know he's getting.
If we
his
go
dick
back,
sucked and
what,
shit.
2 more terms?
Getting your dick sucked in the office and ordering hits goes hand in hand, dude. Everybody knows that.
If you're like, fuck it, I'll let the maid suck my cock in the Oval Office. I mean, who the fuck knows?
You're doing
what
worse
trying to
shit,
do?
yeah.
That is objectively kind of fucking sick, though, dude. Like being the president and like she wasn't even like a fucking prostitute or anything. She was like a fucking like intern or some shit, like a fucking secretary. I don't even know what the fuck she was officially, dude.
Yeah,
And got bopped, bro.
that shit's fire.
Bitch in like a lady suit in the White House, like
In the Oval Office, dude. Did it because he could.
because he could, dude.
Nah. I don't know, bro. Maybe we should have given him an award for that.
Yeah, she got the opposite.
He
No.
shouldn't be patronized
He
for
was
it.
scrutinized, yeah.
Peached over that shit, dude. They took that shit seriously as fuck, dude.
Yeah, shouldn't be that big of a deal.
This country hates heroes.
Yeah. He's a people's hero.
He was. It was like Batman. He was like Batman, but for getting blown.
But Hillary Clinton, dude. Like, there's a girl, like, more cheatable on than Hillary Clinton, dude. Like,
Yeah.
career politician, fucking not overly attractive.
It's probably like fingering a bag of beef jerky.
And she probably yaps, bro.
She probably never shuts the fuck up, dude.
Like, come on, dude. There's nothing sexy about Hillary Clinton.
This dude had to be president and deal with that shit.
Like, what is Hillary Clinton trying to look sexy look like?
Well, when they met, they were both like college student hippies, right? So she was probably into some more shit back then. But no, they were all part of like the like hippie revolution and shit. They were at the music festivals and stuff.
They were. I wasn't even aware of this.
No, yeah, that's true. They were 60s kids.
60s. Damn, they're old as fuck, dude.
Yeah, they were pretty old.
Oh, I mean, Trump's old as fuck.
Yeah, but he's still looking good.
He looks good. I think because he doesn't drink, dude. Maybe I should stop drinking.
Yeah, no, it's too late for you, buddy.
It's too late at 25 years old to do
Put the
damage control.
Put the can down.
You think I've just maxed out my threshold already?
You should start now.
You should just ride it out, yeah.
No, they said the older you get, like when you're like in 50, 60, and you start like drink heavy, that's like when it'll really fuck you up.
For real.
That's what I heard.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that from?
Doctors.
You probably didn't hear that from a doctor. I do believe
No,
that.
I saw an Instagram short. Actually, I saw a series of Instagram shorts that had similar information about that.
It probably was
They
not.
They could have been Dr. Instagrams.
And one of them was Dr. Andrew Huberman, dude. Y'all know who that is?
He does. He
Talks about
do.
ice baths and-
Yeah, I've seen him.
Do you believe in the ice bath?
So
They're out there.
I've gone back and forth on that a little bit. Apparently it does release endorphins and shit.
Nick said they're out there.
Yeah. You're like, do you believe in him?
But,
What?
Some people live by the ice bath.
dude, I saw another dude talking about this also on an Instagram short, where he was like, "You're not supposed to do that. Like your body thinks it's gonna die pretty much, because any situation where you're submerged in ice cold water is like immediately like a bad situation. Usually that's why you have like a panic response, like what the fuck, when you get into like super cold water. Is because if you're dumped in super cold water, like your body, like in a natural world, like where you're running around with a loincloth and shit, you're like you're fucked pretty much, unless you can swim that far, dude. Like it's like a panic response. He's like, that's not good for you.
See, I like ice baths just from personal like experience of like being sore as fuck and then taking an ice bath and feeling better afterwards.
Well, I saw another dude refute that dude and say that that's exactly why it's good for you, because like your body, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, like biologically, like lifting heavy weights and shit, you get bigger. Like your body having to go through that stress releases endorphins and shit that actually help you live longer. He was arguing that. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe, dude.
I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what to believe about anything sometimes. Like you see like certain topics and you see like a bunch of different like angles about it,
They're usually credible angles.
and you're like, oh, like you really like seed oils? Is that a fucking real thing, dude?
Yeah, is that good or bad?
Like, is there any scientific, like definitive scientific evidence that says that seed oils are fucking people up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to believe with a lot of shit. It's just because we get so much information like that we were never supposed to get in the first place.
Information overload.
It is like an overload. That's how I feel about Israel Palestine, which I don't know what to believe, like from what people say and shit.
Yeah,
It's just like I don't know.
I feel pretty strongly one way on that one, but
Yeah, I kind of agree with Joe on that one.
certain things are hard, dude, and
And a lot of stuff with health gets confusing with that
Health is
shit.
confusing.
Dude, one thing I've been trying to avoid is dyes. I read this crazy thing on dyes, and it was like products with just crazy dyes in them. Like you should never eat.
but why?
They said they'll like cause like tumors in your kidneys and shit.
But then, like, why isn't everybody walking around with
Like
tumors
later
their
in
kid-
life. Oh, I think maybe a lot of older people get them and shit. Like
Yeah, maybe.
just lives of smacking Oreos. That was on the list. Was Oreos? They got like this blue 4 or whatever.
Oreos is blue for.
Yeah, there's got some
like the
blue.
brown.
Like some blue dye in there that's fucked up. They're like Takis are fucked. Dude, Takis have been sending kids to the hospital lately.
Well, that's just because
Yeah.
like the
can't
capsaicin spicy
Yeah.
shit is like
But-
acid, dude.
They were like, there's horrible dyes in Takis. They're like Gatorade is fucked up.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
has a bunch of dye in it.
I feel like Gatorade's been fully debunked.
Yeah, it's like a health
Be
drink.
like nowhere, like it's just not healthy at all for you, like ever.
Well, I feel like it's fine in like a very like specific situation. Like if you just got done like outside, like practicing, like if you played football for like 2 hours, bro. If you drink like maybe like half a Gatorade just to give you some fucking sugar and like some salt. That'd be good. Like, of course, there's more optimal ways to fucking like. You could break out the pink Himalayan salt and fucking.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, dude, is that like there are more, like you could use a liquid IV, you could drink Pedialyte, you could fucking drink like coconut water or something. Like there's so many just equally as accessible things to drink where you're not putting a bunch of like fucked up like corn syrup and dyes and shit at the same time, even if it is providing like sugar and electrolytes like your body needs. Like there's just like cleaner, more efficient.
There is, but I would argue it's not as accessible. And is it a net negative? Like, if you don't have those things and you drink half a Gatorade, you think that's a net negative because of all the.
Well, dude, when you go to the gas station, they got coconut water in that fucking carton thing. They got Gatorade. You can get a little pack of liquid IV. Like, it's literally equally, like, to an adult that's fucking going to the gym and shit. Like, it is equally as accessible as Gatorade.
But like, yes, but
and Gatorade's expensive too.
Gatorade, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but like for a kid who's like playing football and they have a fucking big tub of Gatorade.
I'm not talking about them.
I mean, that's who a lot of Gatorade is drank by, dude. As teenagers, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like once you become an adult, you kind of stop drinking the Gatorade.
I mean, definitely people still drink Gatorade, but.
I mean, well, like, yeah, dude, if you're at your Little League baseball practice and some kid's mom brought a big thing of Gatorade and started handing them out, like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like a grown-ass person and you're trying to watch your health and shit, like, there's literally no reason to drink that shit.
Drinking, do you prefer the powder or, like, the fucking actual bottled Gatorade?
I haven't even had the powder enough to know.
I didn't know that powder was a thing at a certain point when I was a kid, dude. And then, like, I think my mom bought a big ass thing of it or something. I started scooping my own. And you kind of have, like, complete control over, like, this, like, the sweetness of, like, the Gatorade concentration in the fucking drink, dude. You can get serious, dude.
I'm
dangerous for a kid.
I'm going to say I like bottled better, but it's been so long since I've had the powder that I don't know.
Well, that's the whole thing about bottled and, like, fountain drinks. Like, a bunch of, like, people, I feel like a lot of girls drink, like, diet soda, bro. And, like, you'll hear a lot of them be like, oh, like, I only like the ones from, like, McDonald's and, like, this place and this place. Like, the canned ones and the bottled ones are gross. But, like, technically, you would think that the canned ones and bottled ones are better because it's like perfectly like ratioed, like it's like way more controlled, like the content of diet soda you're getting. But like, I feel like a lot of people prefer the ones out of the fountain.
Well, McDonald's receives Coke products, and the formulas are different compared to what you get in a can. Like when you go to McDonald's, like their Coke is not the same recipe as what's in the can.
Is that true? Are you sure about that?
That is true. And also, they're not stored in plastic bags. They're stored in like these rectangular, like metal tin things.
I knew that.
And no, McDonald's has like its own deal with Coca-Cola.
I know McDonald's had the metal shit that makes it not plasticky. But it's a different formula?
I don't know if it's for everyone, but I know for Coke and Sprite, it's slightly tweaked. Because they taste different. Like, if you get a Coke from Burger King and you get a Coke from McDonald's, like, there is a difference you can tell.
Well, I heard they ramp up the carbonation, dude.
Nah, it's past that. Like,
maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll take your word for it.
I forgot where I saw that. It was like one of those, like, little, like, documentary factory things, you know?
Those are fun, dude.
I used to watch a lot of those on Ben & Jerry's.
Like how it's made?
Bro, I used to love Ben & Jerry's ice cream so much that I would go get a pint of ice cream at night and then go home, and while I ate it, I would watch videos of people like touring the Ben & Jerry's factory.
I've seen
Damn, you were in love.
The Ben & Jerry's factory looks fun, dude.
I literally got, like, it became part of my nightly routine one summer that every night I try to go seek like a new flavor of Ben & Jerry's, like at different like grocery stores.
Yeah.
And I've tried like a shit ton of Ben & Jerry's flavors.
I was addicted to Ben and Jerry's at one point. I legitimately think that at one point I had a Ben and Jerry's addiction, dude.
It's almost like they put something in it that like hooks your brain.
I think
Like,
it's just delicious.
I think it might just be that fucking good.
I think it's just all that deliciousness they pack in there, bro. Even they are a woke ass fucking company, dude.
Bro, they can fucking start a Holocaust. I'd still love fucking Ben and
Yeah,
Jerry's.
dude, the
Like,
ice cream's good.
dude,
Fuck, it's good.
Walmart
Jerry's.
has the best Ben and Jerry's selection out of any grocery store chain that I've seen. I'm in Oklahoma, so we don't have like Kroger's and shit.
I mean,
But,
but that makes sense though. The Walmart would have it.
like,
it's
I
huge.
remember there was one Walmart I hit one night, and they literally had like maybe triple the Ben and Jerry's flavors I've seen at other grocery stores, including other Walmarts.
Yeah,
They
I
had like coffee flavors
I
and
like
shit.
Cherry Garcia, dude. That's my favorite one. But I also eaten a bunch of the other ones.
So, dude, the Tonight Dough, like Jimmy Fallon's is up there. Everyone
Pretty
knows
good.
that's everywhere. Everyone knows that one. The Coffee Toffee Crunch is fucking serious.
Oh, sounds good.
That was
I've had
one.
that one once, I
That
think.
was one that like took digging for me to find.
It's like the Heath Bar one.
Yeah, so it's like coffee, like caramelish, if I remember it right. And there's pieces of like Heath Bar in there. And I remember one time I was eating it and I saw this big ass chunk and I was like, honestly, I'm about to like eat around this chunk. You know what I'm saying? And get like a good bite in later. I just kept eating around it, kept eating around it. And like diagonally in the fucking pint was a full Heath Bar.
That's serious.
Yeah,
Like a
that's fire.
full square. I remember looking to be like, holy shit.
That's the kind of shit they're on. That's the kind of time they're on. Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, like, bro, that means when they make those, they actually take just a bunch of Heath bars and fucking throw it in there.
Yeah, dude. If only there was a Mr. Beast Feastables one.
Nah. No.
Damn.
I mean, bro, a fucking Mr. Beast Ben and Jerry's flavor isn't even far fetched.
that sounds sick.
That could happen. What other celebrities have had it? The Chance the Rapper, mint chocolate chip,
Mint chocolate chance.
mint chocolate Chance. Stephen Colbert's
American Dream Cone.
American Dream Cone. Yeah, that one's not that good.
that one is. It's pretty good, but
I
I
mean,
don't
no,
like it
it
as much
is.
as the other ones.
No, it's not as serious as like the Tonight Dough.
Half baked, bro, is good.
Half Baked is good. Also very similar to the Tonight Dough.
Tonight Dough, I think, has different types of dough. I think that's the difference.
No, so
Peanut butter dough or something.
the Tonight Dough difference is that the Tonight Dough has chocolate cookie in there with vanilla ice cream. And then that's Half Baked. Vanilla ice cream with the chocolate cookie.
Half baked vanilla and
Chunks.
chocolate.
And then the Tonight Dough is straight chocolate with brownie chunks. It's
There's
not
brownie in
chocolate
Half-Baked,
cookie.
too.
No, there's not,
Yes,
dude.
bro. Yes.
Well, then I got it wrong. Then something's
no,
something's different, or then
Tonight
it's
Dough has
reversed.
peanut butter dough in it, dude. As peanut butter in dough, I think instead of chocolate chip and like brownie, I think with the sort. I think it's like slightly different, like barely different,
See,
and maybe caramel too.
It's
I
been
think
years since I've had Ben
that
and
Tonight
Jerry's.
Dough
though.
there might be a caramel element.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I got it all wrong.
The one I haven't had, the newer one, is the fucking churro one. I've wanted to try that, dude.
Dude,
Dang.
one that I was obsessed with was like the Black Lives Matter flavor.
That had like the cinnamon chocolate.
It was like cinnamon chocolate with chunks of cinnamon like rolled dough.
Yeah, I remember that one. I had that one.
Bro, dude, I was like, oh my god, like fucking kill George Floyd again if you need to. Like keep making that shit.
Crank out
Like,
another flavor.
yeah.
No, Chunky Monkey's a classic. The one that's not as good, bro. Well, I mean, I would still dome a pint if presented with one. Is fish food, dude.
Oh, fish food sucks. It's got like the marshmallow goo in
Well,
it.
dude, it's Rocky Road, but like intensified
Yeah.
with like extreme marshmallow and shit. But like the whole like flavor balance of Rocky Road is that like the marshmallow is sweeter than the chocolate ice cream, which is already sweet, but it's balanced out by the non-sweetness of like the almonds or whatever. peanuts, whatever type of nut is in Rocky Road. They replaced the nuts with just milk chocolate pieces. So the whole thing's sweet and it's like the tone of flavor is like not good, dude. Still good.
Sounds overwhelming.
Nah, it is a little much, dude.
I will say, and there's a few of them. I'm not huge on the Ben and Jerry's flavor that has like the marshmallow shit in there.
See, I don't mind it if it's used well.
It's almost like filler ice cream.
Yeah, because marshmallow is almost not as good as ice cream. But
Yeah, like I'd rather it just be ice cream.
yeah. Marshmallow's pretty good. I don't know.
I've never been a fan of like the liquid marshmallow, like whip.
Yeah.
I've never really liked that shit.
You don't like a good peanut butter marshmallow, dude?
I mean, no.
You've been making PB&J's, Trey.
I've made some PB&Js.
Would you consider, instead of jelly, throwing some marshmallow in there? People do that.
I consider it.
It's gas.
Yeah.
Dang, this can has like moved all the way over to this other can. I think it's like
You just stop using your telekinetic powers to fuck with
Yeah,
people.
it's Professor X in it.
watch this shit move all the way over. We don't need to talk about it, but I think it's just because it's the condensation.
Sex, dude.
It's the condensation falling down.
That would be a crazy twist on X-Men.
Yes, dude.
Professor Sex, he's still in a wheelchair.
Dude, what if they made the new Avengers movie like rated like fucking what do they call it, like NC-17 or whatever?
Oh, and it's a porno. Is that what you're getting
Dude,
at?
and like there's just like it's the Avengers, but at the very end there's just like an aggressive like sex scene with like a fucking cum shot and shit, dude.
Damn. Did you know there's only been one sex scene in all the Marvel movies?
It wasn't.
one?
It was in Eternals, dude.
Eternals.
And
What
it
the fuck
felt
is that?
weird and out of place. I saw it. It's got the guy from Entourage in it. Vinny.
Oh shit.
Sucked. Movie sucked.
Yeah, I've never seen that bullshit.
Yeah, no one did. Well, I did, but I suck too, so.
I was probably watching the fucking Black Beetle.
What's the Black Beetle?
Or what's the one that the Blue Beetle?
Bro, I watched like the first half of that and fell asleep not too long ago. And I was like, oh my God, I hate George Lopez. Like,
I was watching some George
I
Lopez
was
last
like,
night.
what'd you say?
I was watching some George Lopez last night.
I was like, oh my God. Like, I did like the George Lopez show as a kid.
I kind of liked it, dude.
It was just on so much that just by default, I feel like every kid in America got some George Lopez show time in.
Yeah, but it was okay. Like,
It was on all the time.
I like Fresh Prince better, dude. As far as the Nick at Night fucking.
Fresh Prince was fire.
I did like Fresh Prince better. I hated Full House, bro.
Yeah.
I love Full
I did
House,
not like
dude.
Full House
Dude,
too
I
much.
fucking
I
hate it.
always liked Full House.
They were a bunch of pussies, dude.
Bro, they have good lessons in there, dude.
I'm like, dude, it's like some little girls and like 3 grown pussies, and that's the show. And I
Do
feel
you
like
think
it was,
Uncle Jesse's a pussy, dude. Do you know what kind of pussy he was getting?
dude,
Bro,
he's
have
a
you
piece
taken
of shit.
Bro, his girl in that shit, the one who got like in trouble with the USC like admissions thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, you know Uncle Jesse, who is what the fuck is it? John Stamos.
Yes.
His girl in the show
Yeah.
bribed USC to let her kid in and got in trouble for it, like criminally.
remember that.
But no,
Who
that's beside
cares?
the point. Yeah, who cares about that? Dude, I watched a recent clip of Full House. Dude, she is so fucking hot. It's crazy. Bro.
See, it has been like well over a decade since I've seen Full House.
Dude, last time.
I can't
I-
even put a face to her.
See, I watched it as a kid, bro, but I saw a recent clip of it with her in it. I was like, dude, she's like a 10, dude. I was like, she's hot as fuck, dude.
Dude, who was a piece of ass was Kelly Kapowski in Saved by the Bell.
Not even as hot as her, bro.
For real?
Kelly Kapowski is hot, yeah, but
Maybe
not
I
as
should
hot
go
as-
back and watch it. I
But
don't
you should
know.
check it out, dude. But dude, Uncle Jesse's cool as fuck, bro. Joey's funny, dude. Uncle Jesse's line, his catchphrase, like the "Have mercy," dude. That shit's fire, bro. Have you guys ever?
That's not far. I remember that, dude, and that sucks.
Have you
bro.
ever had like a steamy conversation at work or some shit, and you turn around and like, have mercy, like
Of course not.
No.
that shit's sick.
Have you ever done that?
A few times, dude. Like at Wolf Trap, dude, on like a Wednesday night.
No, you haven't.
That 50-year-old mom who used to come into Vapor Express, who's always like trying to fucking hit on a younger dude.
I know exactly
She was
what you're
like,
talking about.
"Come sing karaoke with me and buy me a beer." I turn around, I go, "Have mercy."
Yeah, dude, you
You're
should
like,
fucking
what beer
kill
do you
yourself.
10 beers deep.
I remember that lady.
You asked her what beer she wanted after that?
I said, "Have mercy."
I'll be like, I'm at work.
I ordered her beer for her because I'm a man, dude. Never ask a girl what she wants about anything. Just deliver, dude.
Damn.
That's true.
If she complains, call her a stupid bitch. Say, stupid bitch. We're talking about
It's
full-
like
fucking have mercy.
Yeah, that's
And dude, in Joey, he goes, "Cut it out."
yeah, that sucks too.
cut it out.
That's just
Yeah.
fire, dude.
I hated
That's bad.
that as a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Did you know the song? You know the song that's like, "You're so vain, you probably think this song is about you."
Mm-hmm.
It's written about him.
I actually did know that.
That's great. Like he was like fucking stressing out like celebrity bitches and shit. Like the actor in real life
Who? The actor.
who plays Joey. Like the cut it out. The fucking puppet and shit.
Yeah, it sucks ass, dude.
Getting pussy, dude.
I feel like I don't even remember that many episodes of Full House.
It was crazy, dude. We were watching.
I really
that
don't.
Man versus Food. Adam Richmond guy get interviewed on a podcast, and he like alluded to getting pussy throughout the podcast.
He was
dude.
like a fucking douchebag, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a friend when he came to Oklahoma City. One of my close friends, his mom cuts hair. He said that Adam Richmond came in to her salon and like got her hair cut by one of her coworkers and was like rude and like, "Oh, like don't mess it up. Like I don't want to take any pictures. Just like don't ask." Like saying shit like that. Like he thought he was like a big hot shot or some shit.
Damn.
They
Man
should have been like,
versus
"Who are?"
Food.
Which he kind of was because Man vs. Food was sick, dude.
That show was huge, too.
I love Man vs. Food.
It was a big show.
Like, this one goes for man. It's fucking
Yeah, he was dude, the man.
just ate fucking 75 wings.
That shit did go hard.
I'd be like, yeah. I remember being like, oh, like maybe I could do that, like when I grow up.
Oh, didn't he have to quit the show because it was like killing him?
Yeah, I think it was fucking him up. Cause just eating like some like super hot shit, like
Well, bro, you can literally like go on HBO or whatever the fuck that show's on, and just like the thumbnails for the episodes, you can flip through each season and like watch him gain weight
yeah.
throughout. Like he like expands throughout like the episodes.
Cause yeah, first of all, dude, you're traveling the whole time, dude. So like eating food on the go, like he's probably eating like shit anyway, bro. And then like
Going and fucking smacking these huge challenges.
just like 20 times in a period of like fucking. They probably film a whole season in like a couple months.
Yeah.
Like one out of it, like every 2 or 3 days, you have to smack like fucking 10,000 calories, or eat like a pound of habanero pepper or some shit, dude.
Damn, he's lucky he's alive.
That's crazy.
That shit
dude.
He
could've
probably
taken
fucked
him
up his
out.
insides.
Something about that shit is sick. Like I've always thought that like once I like retired or something, and, like go on like a food tour, like eat at all the best places.
You do seem like you'd do that.
Yeah,
I could vlog it, dude.
you get fat as fuck, bro.
If
On
I
that
get fat
tour.
as fuck.
Damn.
I do love food though. Like
If you're working out daily, you would be fine.
yeah, but I'm not sure I would.
Yeah, I don't think he. Yeah, if he's traveling and he's retired,
At like 60,
yeah,
I'll
Yeah.
probably just be drinking beer and
He's-
getting fat.
he's probably just gonna be drinking and getting fat, doing drugs.
Doing drugs, dude.
Damn.
You probably will be doing drugs.
Fuck, you're right.
Do you think our generation, when we're like old and shit, will still be hopping on Xbox?
I think we will play
No.
video games.
Games for quite a while.
Like how old?
Well, I know people
That are like
senior citizen, I guess.
40s and still playing.
I mean, dude, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not the same type of Xbox.
Like if we're all retired and we got nothing to do all day, like why wouldn't we hop on Xbox?
Yeah, it seems kind of high stimulus. There's probably going to be something cool that's like designed for people our age by then
Yeah,
to interact socially.
that is
Be a
trippy.
video game.
Like my grandpa, I think if he could hop on and like play with all his friends and like play like fucking Uno, fucking Pinochle or some shit online, dude.
We'll be doing that every night.
He'd probably be doing it all the time.
You
Like,
probably would be, yeah, dude.
damn, the geezers have to get into online gaming. That is kind of sick. 'Cause I think we have all these fucking bored geezers, bro, just fucking moping around, farting and shit,
Yeah, I think there's a good number of them that do play Xbox.
posting stuff on Facebook
They play like World of Tanks and stuff.
or like Farmville.
A lot of them
Farmville.
play like the Facebook games.
See, that's all they can wrap their head around.
Are
But,
there
like,
still Facebook games?
yeah, I bet
don't
there
know,
is.
but
I mean,
I would assume
I
so.
haven't played one since like 2009, but I bet you there is still some Facebook games.
Does
I would assume there has to be.
Farmville still exist?
I would assume that
In
has
some
to
form.
be.
It has to in some
Well,
form.
Farmville is dog shit if you think about it. Like, if you tried to play Farmville now, you'd be like, this is like barely even a video
Yeah,
game.
it's no Animal Crossings.
They probably have some better shit. Yeah.
It probably is Animal Crossings.
I could see old people getting into Animal Crossings, dude. Animal Crossings was sick as fuck on the Switch. It's Corona time.
So sick, dude. Animal Crossing.
I
is
loved
sick.
Animal Crossings, dude. I was playing the fuck out of that. I had my island. I was fully residency'd up. It was full out of neighborhood.
A neighborhood where you were racist?
It was just one. Everyone lived in one neighborhood. It was like
one
the
kind of person?
they were all different kinds of little animals. I made sure I didn't have a repeat. It was actually the least racist thing I could have done.
Damn. Did you build a wall to keep certain types of animals out?
No, there were certain types of animals that I wasn't huge on staying at the island though,
Yeah.
What were those
Like
animals?
they like stole shit?
like the fucking like antelopes or something. I don't even remember. We had a gorilla. He was cool.
The gorilla was cool.
Yeah, he would be pumping weights and shit.
You're in the clear.
It's interesting that's the animal you chose.
That was one of my favorite ones. Was the gorilla. I had like this little tiger lady that was cool.
Tiger lady.
She lived on the island
Do you
chilling.
think you'd ever have a big cat, like, as a pet?
Like a lynx or some shit.
No, I'm talking like a lion or a tiger.
No.
That's
Like some
just
Mike Tyson shit.
that's so sketch, dude. Like,
That's retarded and kind of unethical.
well, I mean, these things are in captivity anyway, dude.
That is true.
Like, you could give it a better life than it would have had, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Joe Exotics, dude. I'm not gonna get into
Yeah,
that right
Joe
here,
has-
but like,
You can get into that. We have the
nah,
time.
I'll save that one.
You could talk about that, yeah.
I'll save that one.
No,
All right.
tell us about Joe Exotic. Tell us
Nah,
about
nah,
the
right,
animal.
nah. I think we're
Dang,
gonna
Alright.
you know why he doesn't want to talk
the
about
tiger's in a small cage, dude.
Because there's another part of the Joe Exotic adventure that hits him soft.
The part where I got molested
Damn, by Joe Exotic.
by a tiger.
By a bear.
You can talk about it with us, bro.
Dude, do y'all remember Grizzly Man?
No.
Yeah, I mean, yes, like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so in like the 2000s, there was this documentary that came out that got really big called Grizzly Man. And it was about this dude that kind of looked like Kurt Cobain. And he.
Just 50, weird as
Eh,
fuck.
dude, fucking Kurt Cobain looked like he was 50 and he was weird as fuck. And he was convinced he was like these grizzly bears' friends and would like stake out in the mountains and would like pet him and stuff. And then one day the grizzly bears ate him and his wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking grizzly bears.
But the documentary was all like, he was this soul and he connected with the bears. And then like,
Like that much.
I don't know, everyone kind of laughed at it because they're like, he's a fucking idiot. Like,
Yeah, he's dead.
of course you died.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, I think the documentary displayed both like sides of it, dude. But no, that's retarded as fuck, dude. To be coming in contact with wild grizzly bears. and like touching him and shit. Like he was like in fucking Alaska.
He was like fucking with him and stuff,
in a
dude.
tent.
How do you even get that far to them?
He like studied it. It was like his life's work, dude. Like he like was obsessed with grizzly bears, knew where they would be, like hung out, like set camp up near like streams that have salmon and shit, like in Alaska and like places where are dense in grizzly bears. And no, yeah, grizzly bears were pulling up, dude. And they usually just fucking ignore him, bro. But he would kind of push it. He'd kind of be like,
Yeah, he would push it.
and they'd be like, kind of like,
He would
looking
fuck with them,
crazy
yeah.
and like look away, yeah. And then one of them ate him, dude. And the audio is available. You can listen to the bear eating him.
The cover was over their camera when it happened. But yeah, you can hear the bear eating like him and his wife. If you want to go look that up
Because,
sometime.
dude, grizzly bears are predators, and there's not a lot of like food, like wild animals running around and shit, because it's cold as fuck. And they go into hibernation regardless. So, like, if a grizzly bear doesn't have enough food in it, it's time for them to hibernate. They're gonna go into hibernation like starving and die, dude. So that's why they like eat their own cubs. Like grizzly bears are like cannibals. Like eat other grizzly cubs, eat their own cubs. Like they'll eat like whatever.
Yeah.
So like if you're a human and you're there when it's time to go into hibernation, like it's fucking wraps, bro. Like if you fucking move, like you're gonna get eaten, dude.
Yeah.
You think he knew that?
He should have.
If anyone.
He decided to inject himself into that fucking like ecosystem of getting eaten. He placed himself within the food chain.
Yeah, he really did.
And then like served himself up on a platter. He like came to them. It wasn't like he was they were
Yeah, he
trying to
didn't make
escape grizzly
It
bears.
was like a lucky day for that grizzly bear.
He served himself on a fucking platter. For
Hey,
that
good
dude.
for the grizzly bear.
Oh, and the grizzly bear got fucking killed. They kill the bears. that
Oh,
eat people.
yeah.
It's like when you have a pet snake and you give them a mouse. That's kind of how he did it.
Almost,
He was
dude.
just like, here, like, it's still alive.
Well,
I thought about getting a
like,
snake.
you can fight with it still, but it won't be like any fight at all. That's kind of how he was.
Dude, I thought about
yeah.
I thought about getting a snake one time really seriously because I had a friend who had like a python, like a pet one.
Who?
This
Oh, I
dude
know
who
that.
was in my fraternity, dude.
Yeah. My
And
friend in high school had a snake.
oh yeah, we did. I thought about getting one, and I was like looking into it, reading a bunch about it, watching videos, and I was like, yeah, like maybe. And like I went to PetSmart, and like they had one, like in the fucking PetSmart, dude. And I was like, yo, like I'm thinking about buying one of these like snakes. And she's like, all right, like I'll pull it out so you can hold it, like the girl. And she like pulled it out, and it was all like. Like fucking like and like I was like I was like I don't know if I'm gonna hold it, and she was like you're gonna buy a snake and you like can't even hold it, and I was like yeah you're right. I just left and fucking I was like yeah I was like fair point. I don't need a fucking snake.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
No, one time I was staying at a
Fuck
homie's
no.
house, and like he didn't say anything. Like usually he's always talking about a snake, and like he didn't say anything about a snake. And I asked him about like, where's your snake at? And he was like, oh, like it got lost in the apartment somewhere, and did not like. He was just like, yeah, like if you see it, let me know.
No, dude, that's what I read, bro.
And I
They're
literally like slept there that night, and I was just like scared as fuck.
dude, they escape, and they say that snakes are like escape artists because they can like worm through shit, and like that's a common thing, bro. Like people lose their snakes. Some people lose their snakes for like a year, and they'll like crawl out of their wall or some shit.
That's what happened to his. He lost it for like months, and then just randomly it was crawling one day.
Because they can go like a snake can go like fucking like 4 months without eating, dude. It just needs like one fucking mouse. Like they don't have to eat that much.
Yeah, that sucks. I would never own a snake.
Yeah, you just don't need a snake.
Fuck snakes, dude.
See, I thought it sounded cool, like me thinking about myself with a snake and watching snake videos. But like, once I was IRL with the snake, I was like, I do not need a snake, dude. I was like, fuck.
No way.
Like this thing's scary. I was like, get this thing the fuck away from me. Bring this into my room.
Dude, I don't fuck with monkeys, bro.
Monkeys are crazy.
Some monkeys are bad, dude.
No, I don't. ever want to be like in the presence of a fucking monkey. Dude.
Like, what about like a fully domesticated, like
Oh, no,
bred
they're
in captivity
scary, bro,
monkey?
'cause they
No, bro.
tear your skull's like skin off.
Exactly. They'll like bite your fucking face
Like,
off.
could
And
bro,
shit.
And, like,
we had
tear
Layla
that
right
shit.
Here, she's a King Corso. Like, she hypothetically could do the same thing to you.
Nah, not like the
Like, if
monkey.
JWoww was pissed and decided to maul you right now, you would be in trouble, bro.
Yeah, we'd all three be in trouble.
Dude, monkeys don't. Nah, dude, fuck that. The monkeys are different.
Well, dogs are like a domesticated as like a species.
Yeah, dude. And then dogs also need humans to live. Like a dog without an owner doesn't do good and doesn't live long. Like
But a monkey.
a monkey, bro,
They
you
don't
shouldn't
need
have a pet monkey. And I see like that video of the monkey smoking weed. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah, with the overalls.
Yeah, he's like with some fucking frat
He ripped
kids
a
and
dab,
some shit.
dude.
Yeah, he like ripped a dab, and he's like sitting there in a hockey jersey, like high as fuck. Like,
Yeah, what if he tweaked out?
oh, like, bro, y'all are giving that thing fucking. You're getting it high. Like, what the fuck?
Well, dude, the lady, bro. Like, there's that famous story of the lady who had the pet chimp.
She was giving
It
it Xanax and
It
shit.
was like a 200-pound chimp. Bro, they think she was letting the chimp fuck it, bro. They think it was like an old, fat, like disgusting lady, dude. They think that she was letting the chimp fuck her, dude.
Why do they think that?
Bro, because she would give the monkey Xanax and wine. She had a weirdly close relationship with the monkey, and like they speculate that chimp attacked the owner's coworker who had come over because she was like cock blocking the monkey, dude. And it was taking Xanax and drinking wine. It was like, maybe I'll just fucking kill this bitch. I'm trying to get my fucking dick wet. Like,
That sounds like a stretch. I don't know.
dude, I think that's like what like experts have said about it, dude.
I could see
don't
that
know.
happening.
Yeah, I don't. That's
Dude, it ripped her. She doesn't have a face anymore.
yeah.
Like, it like would like ripped
Yeah,
her
no.
face off.
I know this story.
But her brain was still intact, so they like sewed it back together. But she like doesn't have like eyes or like a regular mouth or a nose anymore, and like she has to walk around in public with a curtain over her face because it's so horrendous what the monkey did to her. Dude.
Fuck.
Is
Dude.
that not
But
crazy?
dude, see, I don't fucking like those things.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're freakishly strong. dude.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, everyone knows that.
Like a
That
60
monkeys
pound
are
chimp could bench like 400 pounds.
yeah, like dude, fucking monkeys are crazy strong. They're crazy fast. Their
Dangerous.
bite is ridiculous. Like a monkey's bite power,
Yeah.
like the PSI on the bite
You
is
seen that
like
video of that dude?
insane.
That dude had like a fucking like rock monkey, like a mountain monkey in India was fucking on his shoulder and it fucking bit him in the head and ripped off his like scalped him.
yeah.
That shit's crazy.
I've seen that.
That's
Fuck
a little
monkeys.
monkey, bro. Like a chimp's way bigger than that. Bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't like monkeys. I've seen Planet of the Apes.
Monkeys are sketch, dude.
You remember Planet of the Apes? They're walking through that forest, and all the monkeys come up in the trees
Dude,
and
we
shit.
saw that shit. I was high as fuck when I saw that shit. And he got surrounded by the monkeys.
In the forest, and they're like all up in the
and
trees.
he like looked around and they were just like, and I was like, my heart like sank. I was like, oh, he's fucked. Like, I'm like, Jesus. I was like, if I was there and I got surrounded by monkeys like that, it'd be fucking raps. I was like, dude. I was like, he's in trouble. It's a good movie.
He's like, this is a good movie. I like this.
I've heard that newest Planet of the Apes was good.
I actually have heard good things about
They're
that.
like that meme. He's like, oh no.
Oh no! Well, dude, I think there's been 2 or 3 sequels to that one we saw in high school. And then
Which
that
was like a third sequel. Yeah.
no, I think that was I don't know. Yeah,
That was
maybe.
a sequel to another remake of the original.
It
Predator.
was, yeah. And then there was a remake when we were kids. Remember?
I remember a lot of Planet of the Apes movies.
Remember
No.
that your mom is so ugly that Gorillas of the Mist was filmed in her shower.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dab that up, dude.
Carry on.
Yeah, I know. I think there's like the original Planet of the Apes, like way back when. Then there was like a Planet of the Apes when we were kids. And then I remember in middle school, like a Planet of the Apes came out that was like a prequel to that one. and then I think those other movies build. I don't know. They like build off of that somehow.
I don't remember what the fuck happened in the movie at all. I just remember it was like, oh, bad monkeys. Like, that was like what I walked away with. Like, those were some bad monkeys right there, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to that one we saw in the theaters. I remember just the monkeys were fucked. Like,
You got surrounded by monkeys.
You're dead.
Dude, monkeys, bro. That's
they'll
the-
rip your dick off.
Yes.
No, they will. They'll pull your dick off.
No,
Like-
they attack. They know that shit's valuable because you're close in anatomy to a monkey, so they like know what fucks you up. So fuck them up. And like, bro, monkeys in these third world countries who have kind of like assimilated to society, that shit's crazy, bro. Did you know there's monkeys that like have jobs, dude? Like,
Yeah.
like coconuts and like fucking like chocolate, like shit that's like high up in trees and like these like tropical places. Bro, they will hire groups of monkeys, bro, local to the area, and these monkeys will meet them in like a pack of like 20 every morning, dude. And like they make an assembly line and they hop up and like pluck the shit, toss it down the tree, and they load it up in the cart, bro. They loaded the fucking like product up in the cart and then ride with the fucking car, bro. Like the truck that has all these fucking coconuts or cocoa, whatever, dude. Unload it, bro, and then ride back, and they just like give them a bunch of snacks and like sodas and shit, and they like have a little pizza party, and they'll like show up and do the same shit every day, dude.
It's fire.
We need to start doing that in America.
Dude, we saw that video of that monkey, bro. We saw a video of a monkey. I don't know where the fuck it was. Maybe in like India or some shit, bro. The monkey bought a soda, bro. The monkey showed up, bro. Because they'll steal money. The monkeys can understand that money is like valuable to people, and so they'll steal money, bro. The monkey came up to the dude selling sodas, like a street vendor in this fucking third world country.
I saw this.
Handed him the fucking money, bro. Walked over, picked out the soda, and came back, and the dude gave the monkey change, and the monkey was like, and walked off with the soda. Bro.
See, bro, what I was wondering about that video is would the monkey have been pissed off if the dude didn't give it change?
It looked like he was expecting change.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, wait, so the monkey knows that like
It's not that.
the soda was only worth a fraction of the amount he had?
I
Like,
think that much he does understand. I don't know if he could actually break it down to like an exact dollar amount, but I think he knows that like he was supposed to get at least a few. Like I think he probably knows that like the coins are less than that dollar, and that like he like that shit gets a few coins back.
because that was crazy.
I think monkeys are
Probably
pretty smart.
learned based off of just watching that shit.
Damn, yeah.
Probably seen almost everyone get change back.
And they're different colors, like different dollars and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, maybe you can't short the monkey, maybe. Dude, the guy probably didn't want to risk it.
Have you seen the videos where they're like having like wars amongst monkeys and they like have like fights in the middle of towns in these smaller countries?
I think they do that. Monkeys are territorial, bro.
No,
It's
there's
fucked.
like one country that has like a massive problem. I watched like a short like documentary video on it, and the monkeys were literally like having face-offs in like the middle of this town, and like people are like in like their houses or like apartment buildings, and like videoing the monkeys from below, and it looked like it would be a bad fucking time if you were a
They
human
should
being.
shoot every single one of those
Dude,
monkeys.
monkeys will execute each other, bro.
Yeah.
Like if a monkey, if one like in their fucking like local monkey pack is like everyone's like decides to be like fuck this dude, they'll fucking rip him limb for limb. They attack him, hold him down, and each like monkey will grab like, or a couple monkeys will grab each limb, and like one will like grab the head and they'll fucking tear him apart, bro.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know.
intense. We should start doing that
Well,
with
dude,
like
they're
child
fucking
predators.
assholes. Like,
You think we could do that with child predators?
no.
Alright, dude. This whole child predator thing, dude. Like the videos.
Are you about to? Whoa! Are you about to defend child predators?
Well, no, here, because see, that's the bullshit about it. Is that
It is some bullshit. It is,
Well,
that is the bullshit.
Hold on. Because the second you say, so these dudes that pretty much corner people and entrap them and then start beating on them. And if anyone says anything about it, you got motherfuckers like you who start popping up like, whoa, like, are you about to defend child predators? Like, are you defending?
I
You a
didn't say that
pedophile?
on
Do you
that
fuck kids?
situation.
Well, listen, justice.
That's
is justice.
what you just did
That's
before he
fucking
even
dumb.
finished his sentence.
But it wasn't talking about. I literally just brought up pedophiles, and he was like,
No,
"Well,
no, no, no,
pedophile."
no. He said the thing about these predator hunters or whatever
No,
he said.
didn't say nothing about predator hunters. He just said the thing about pedophiles, and I was like,
No,
"Whoa."
you knew what he was getting at.
I
You
said
knew
the
exactly.
video.
Yeah, don't try. You know exactly what he was
Well,
getting
regardless-
at.
Listen,
Okay,
bro.
I'm not defending pedophiles
Dude.
or not fucking fighting Joe because that situation's fucked up. They're not the cops. They're not the law.
These
blank. I
guys,
agree with
bro,
you.
make fake accounts and launch investigations, bro, which they're not authorized to fucking do or conduct, bro. And who knows what was said to these predators, like how they enticed them, bro. They lure these people to like a grocery store with an account they made, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they're posing to be a child online in a sexual way, which seems like it should be a crime in itself, dude. And then they just take the license to enact their own justice by like beating the fuck out of the predator who hasn't been convicted of anything. Like they're not convicted of the crimes they're accusing the predator of. Like just to enact your own justice is, which is kind of what superheroes do. That's a different.
What? I was at, dude. I not too long ago was reading this Batman comic book, and the story was getting into like this like struggle for ownership of Wayne Enterprises, and Bruce Wayne started selling all his shares to like tank the overall value of the company. And I was like, whoa, hold on. I was like, honestly, it sounds like there's two fucking sides to this story. Like, I was like, if this is what we're doing, I was like, is this not falling into a moral gray area? And then I was actually kind of thinking about it in general. And I was like, some superheroes really do kind of operate in like a moral gray area. Like,
Well, just like your own perception of justice isn't the justice that's served on a national level, bro. Like
and
by a government.
I want to say, I was thinking about this a little deeper, and like specifically Batman. So like Batman's a detective where a crime happens, usually in a Batman story, then he has to trace the steps back to who he thinks committed the crime. Whereas like versus Spider-Man, it's usually like Doc Ock is in the middle of robbing a bank and Spider-Man comes in and sees the crime going down, then breaks it up.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Batman, a murder will happen, and then Batman will like draw his own conclusions. Maybe he'll work with Commissioner Gordon, maybe no police at all.
He's like guerrilla interrogation tactics.
Yeah, dude, and then like frames it to some dude. And if you watch like a Batman cartoon or read a Batman comic, when he storms in on the bad guy, the bad dude's usually in there minding his own business in the exact instant Batman storms his hideout, like with no warrant.
Him
No,
off guard.
yeah, and he very rarely has like concrete proof of who the culprit is. Where like, I mean, granted, if he's going after Poison Ivy and you find a dead dude with like plants coming out his fucking ears, it's like, all right, that was Poison Ivy. You know what I'm saying? But if like just for instance with the movie The Batman, and I guess that's a bad example because it's the Riddler and he like leaves his own clues. But you guys know what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
But no, yeah, the
But back to the circle around back to the child predators though, is that what they do is that they kind of like they're creating the scenario for the crime to take place in the first place.
they didn't stop anything from happening.
But I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that because, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not all the way against adding one more consequence for being a child predator. You know what I'm saying?
But like, there's one thing about actually being a child predator, but in these situations, no child was involved.
Well, that's the thing about it. But then again, dude, you watch some of these
What would
videos.
happen-
What would happen if what?
Or
what
hold
would
up,
happen
dude.
if
Hold
the
up, hold
guy
up, hold
never
up.
got stopped
So,
by
dude,
them?
you watch some of these videos and dude, you see the child predator's fucking attitude where they're not even denying it and they're like, yep, like picking up a 13-year-old to go to the movies. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, and you're just kind of like, oh my God, like this dude does need to get smacked the fuck around. Like, what the fuck? So, I don't know. So, part of me is like, I don't know, like, keep it up. Like, good job.
But if they're getting stopped in that situation, they're getting conned into that situation, what makes you think that they wouldn't just do that in general if they had the opportunity?
Well, I'm saying it's not up to you to make that distinction, bro. Like,
But that's like not really a distinction. That's like an obvious, like, if he had the opportunity, he would do it. Therefore, he found an opportunity where he could, so he did it.
but
Is am I drawing conclusions to what he would do if he had the opportunity?
yes.
Or I'm just stating facts of
What's the
he
fact?
had the opportunity.
Well,
and he did
I
it.
do kind of get what you're saying. Like, these guys were so eager to do that shit that they fell for that bullshit. Like,
They found the opportunity. And
I-
they just needed it so
But
bad.
it wasn't the opportunity because it wasn't an actual kid.
no, but dude,
in their head, they thought it was an actual kid.
Allegedly.
like,
No,
no,
no, no,
like
no.
I understand that argument and like the overall like moral like ultimately, is it the wrong thing to do to be a child predator hunter with like no law enforcement backing or anything? Probably, but you can't understand the point Trey's making. Like, the fact these guys are so eager to get their hands on a minor that they fall for these fucking morons' messages posing as like a child. Like,
Think about it too. Would they even show up if it wasn't a child? If there was any chance of they thought in their head that this might not actually be a child, would they still show up to these
Bro,
places?
you don't know because they don't, like, these people
you
are
not
not
know if they did it?
professionals,
yeah,
bro.
let him finish.
You don't know what was said to them. In sting operations conducted by the police, there's rules and regulations of what you can and cannot say to entrap somebody, dude. Like, you don't know. Like, it's like based off a faulty premise, and the faulty premise is that these dudes entice somebody to come meet with them, lying and making false accounts and shit.
But
Like, that's not enough to say that someone is a pedophile. Like, obviously these dudes mostly seem creepy and stuff, but like, that's not up for you to judge because you're not law enforcement.
but how is it? You said it's not up to judgment that they're a pedophile, yet they're going to meet a child where they've had prior conversations, and usually those conversations are stated in those videos like they wanted to do stuff. Like there was a plan of action once they met.
I'm just saying it's not up for you.
It's not right for them to be the person that does it, but for you to say that they're like, it's not a kid technically, like they thought it was a kid when they went to this.
Well,
Not
I think the
necessarily, dude.
point.
A lot of them say it was a role playing whatever, dude. I saw a recent video.
Well,
seems
here,
like-
dude, I think
seems like a woke
I think the
getaway.
point Joe's trying to make is that the guys at the end of the day, these guys doing these child predator hunts, they don't have the legal authority to convict people of crimes.
Yeah,
Like, these people are being punished with no due process, no trial, judged by a group of their peers.
yeah.
So
No, I agree with that.
I don't know. You can't say it doesn't fall into like a moral gray area. I feel like if you just watch the videos and you're like, yeah, like 100% right, like you're either not thinking too deeply about it or you're just kind of flat brained. Like,
yeah, it's not right for them to do what they're doing to try to play law, but to defend, or I'm not saying you're defending the predator, but like if they weren't a predator at all, they would not be in this situation.
Well, that's
Like,
not up for you to decide because first of all, the situation
How is it not up to us to
the
decide?
situation is manufactured, bro. It's not like they
So
interrupted someone meeting up
could you
with a kid.
find yourself going out and meeting a kid like that, willingly going
Well,
somewhere
they didn't meet
to
any
meet
kid, bro.
a 13-year-old.
They met someone who pretended to be a kid allegedly, because you don't even know
Would-
what was said.
Do you think that you would end up in one of those situations?
I don't think it's likely, dude. And I'm saying most of the people who show up are creepy.
Do you think
bro.
the average? Yeah, because they're probably pedophiles because that's what they're there to do.
Because they might be pedophiles speculatively.
But what are we speculating if they showed up to meet a kid?
Bro, you don't know that that's what they did because
But it stated in the video that's what they showed up.
That's
and then
what-
they
yeah,
just
the
start
video.
either
And
agreeing
I will
or
say-
denying.
that's not what stating.
A lot of these videos, so like the most popular one, Dads Against Predators, if you look up their full videos on Rumble, they actually do post the messages they use to lure the child predator in. But a lot of these channels don't. We never get to see those messages.
Yeah, I guess
that,
we don't know
um,
what was said.
So if you don't
But-
know what was said, there was never a real child there. And then all of a sudden, like, they don't let this dude get a word out and they just start smacking the shit out of him and stuff.
But they also, like, you can tell in the video when what's being said based on what the conversation prior. Like, they state a lot of things, and you can tell, like, the pedophile or guy, whoever's being, like, talked to about this shit, like, is aware of these conversations, like, knows what was said.
But that is word of mouth and speculation, which we can't convict people on
and
word
then
of mouth and
act a
speculation.
punishment upon. you.
I'm just, well, I don't get what's the point that like you're trying to argue, because like I feel like we're all in a like we're all in
I'm
here. Stop here. We got to stop interrupting each other.
Literally agreeing to it, what you're saying. I'm just saying that the fact that these guys are probably pedophiles.
I do agree with that. I do
You're
agree.
saying that they're just being wrapped
here,
into
hold
these
up.
situations,
Yeah.
but they're not.
You're interrupting the hell out of us, dude.
Well, I never got to finish my point in general.
No, so these child, no, I do believe that most of the guys that get accused are guilty. Like I do believe that they are pedophiles who had the intention of meeting with someone underage to have sex with them. I like honestly probably like 90%, 95%.
But that's still speculation. Like at the end of the day, that's my point.
Well,
Like,
no, yes, we've established that that's
yeah,
not
that-
criteria to
which I don't
convict
disagree.
someone.
They seem like pedophiles, but it's so speculative and like they're forcing the situation onto them. It's not like they actively committed a crime.
I'm literally just talking about the videos where they literally talk about the messages being said, and you can tell like the pedophile or whoever knows these messages. Like he's not like shocked by what is being said.
But that's
like,
not
he
a
knows what he
kid.
said.
That's not a dude reaching out to a kid. That's a grown man
Yes.
trying to trick
Yes,
another
yes,
grown man
yes.
into
Yeah.
meeting up under the premise of something that's
Yes,
pedophilic.
But one side knew that he was a grown man. One side thought it was a child, and he proceeded.
But it wasn't a child. That's my point.
But it wasn't a
child.
But he thought it was.
But he was also tricked.
He-
Like that's
How, like,
it's
but-
built like
but-
every other like brick is built off of like sand.
I
Did he
don't
get
know
tricked
what
into
point
being-
you two are arguing right now.
The point that I'm
Being
arguing
a
is that
pedophile?
these things aren't valid to me, like in terms of criminality, bro. Like, does it expose that these dudes are creepy? Maybe. Like, does it expose that they are criminally pedophiles? No. That's the point I'm making.
The point I'm just saying is most of them that are in there that literally like talk about the messages in the videos,
Or
like-
show the messages.
like
in the
they
videos.
are pedophiles. Like that's how they got there.
I
Like
think
even if they got tricked into being there, they didn't get tricked into being like, oh, I'm talking to a kid. That wasn't the trick. They thought they were talking to a kid, so they showed up to the
But
place.
that is the trick. The trick is you think you're talking to a kid, but you're not. Is that not
But-
the trick?
Yes, that's the trick, but does that not make
And
you a
might
pedophile?
assume that
Does that not
someone
ma-
who's
wait,
a
wait.
pedophile would
Can
fall
I-
for
let
that
me
trick?
finish. Does that not make you a pedophile if you're going somewhere to meet a kid, whether you think you're meeting a kid or not?
I'm saying that would make you a pedophile if you went somewhere to meet a kid, but you didn't because the dude, it wasn't a kid. And you were tricked by a grown
But
man.
if you had the opportunity to meet a kid, you still would.
Well, being
But it's
attracted
not
to
a
a minor
kid.
makes you a pedophile.
That makes you a pedophile, but I'm saying that the criminal action of doing something illegal out of your
Well, dude,
being a
we've
pedophile.
already agreed on. We've already established, yes,
what's the
that.
argument? What is- I don't
Honestly, I don't understand all the way. I think pretty much what Trey was trying to say, if I'm right, is that you do see some validity in the effort made here.
No, I see validity in the effort, and there's obvious like these guys that are being in these videos, the ones that actually put the proof in front of you. Like, it doesn't matter if they were talking to a person, like a grown adult or a kid, they still showed up because they thought it was a kid. If they didn't think it was a kid, they wouldn't have showed up.
That kind of is the ugly truth of the
That's
matter.
my point.
Like, I do agree, like, overall, it's probably like if we're playing like the whole, like, completely equal ethics game, I would probably have to give the child predator hunting a thumbs down, the way we see it done on the internet. But at the same
Reason it don't
time,
work.
good comes out of it. Like, there are pedophiles that have been taken off the streets and put away because of people that do stuff like that. And I mean, it also, I mean, usually these people are so sick, they do it anyway, but it is one more deterrent against pedophilia, which is hard to say is a bad thing. So, like, I don't know. I do, like, you can't say no good comes out of it. Like, you can say you think it's overall wrong.
I'm not saying no good comes out of it. I think that there is probably some good that comes out of it, having a deterrent for people trying to be pedophiles online. But at the same time, like, where on the other side of that, the bad that comes out of it, I'm not sure outweighs the good. Like, the bad, like, setting up, like, if that was law that you could beat the fuck out of any person that you subjectively decided was a pedophile, what kind of, like, what sense does that make?
No, that would be bad for society.
Yeah.
Because
No, I
if you did
agree
that with
you.
any crime,
But what person would show up to meet a kid that wasn't a pedophile?
Well, that's not really a counterpoint for what he said. He said that it wouldn't be good if the citizen is allowed to articulate a crime and then enact their own justice with no trial or anything.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That is wrong. But I mean, no, yes, pedophilia is fucking horrible and bad. Like,
Yeah,
that
no, I
is
agree with
established.
that. But
Like,
anybody that's willing to show up to meet a kid, like, you should, like, they haven't done it yet. They haven't done it, yes, and they haven't committed any crimes because it wasn't really a kid. But it shows what they're willing to do.
but I'm saying that you don't have the authority to make that distinction. That's my argument.
Yeah, it's not my authority to do any of that.
Nor does anyone setting up an operation like that, so it doesn't matter. That's my argument.
I mean, but it's an obvious. Yeah, I get.
I
your
mean, you say
argument,
it's
I can
obvious,
understand.
but at the same time, you don't have the authority to make that distinction because sometimes it's not obvious. Because a lot of these cases get dismissed.
What makes it not obvious?
Because these cases get
Well,
dismissed.
yeah, because they didn't commit a crime, is what I'm saying. But it shows that they're willing to commit a crime. If they met a kid there,
That's subjective, though. Like,
Okay,
to show,
okay.
because
we can.
it doesn't necessarily show that they're willing to commit a crime. That's what I'm saying. Because it hasn't gone through a legal procedure. It wasn't enacted by someone
Okay.
who follows the regulations of sting operations in the law, dude. It's just a dude making an account, messaging and trying to entice people into coming on camera through posing as a minor. I'm just saying that could show that someone is a pedophile, but I'm just saying not necessarily, nor does
Would-
any individual have the authority to make that
Do you
distinction
think
and decide if someone is breaking a law based off of a situation that they created, dude.
Do you think That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying the person's a criminal for that situation, but it shows that they would. Now,
Not
don't
necessarily.
interrupt me. Let me finish. You, as a person, which we all know you're not a pedophile, would you ever go to meet a 13-year-old boy
No,
to do anything?
no.
Okay.
But so what?
Yeah, so we don't have to.
I mean,
But so what?
No,
well,
we
you
don't
can't
have
say.
to
Well,
talk
you can't say that point's not valid. But at the same time, does that mean you get to just go around enacting your own
You
justice on
shouldn't get to
people?
do that.
Like, no, yeah, you shouldn't get to do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like
Kinda
there is some justice being served there.
kind of putting some people. in a
But
limelight.
ultimately, they're
But
wrong.
It's subjective justice.
Like Batman.
Yeah, like Batman. I'm just it's subjective.
It's
justice,
like
dude.
Batman.
It really is kind of like Batman.
Of course, pedophiles are creepy and deserve to be stopped, bro. But like to take it into your own hands to like set up to entrap people. Like, it's one thing if you took it into your own hands to like stand outside of a playground that's known for having pedophiles and dudes are walking up trying to fucking entice kids, and you're like, get the fuck out of here, like, because a crime's being committed. But
That
like,
makes you look like a pedophile.
if you pretended to be a fucking little girl and was like, where's my mommy? And then like a fucking creep comes up to you and you beat the fuck out of him and fucking stab him with a knife, that is something completely different to me.
That how legal is it to like pretending to be a kid then asking for sexual favors on the internet? Is that not illegal itself
It
too?
seems like it should be a crime. That's what I said originally.
I
Yeah.
think it is a crime.
All right.
I think
Damn.
the people that are making these videos will have to face.
So
They are kind of
just
fucked up
just
themselves,
we
aren't
can
they?
Settle things.
Like Batman.
Ultimate verdict, do you think that people should be able to do these things?
I've said that like 5 times. I don't think there's people able to do these things, but it shows the people that fall for these things are willing to do those things.
We kind of have argued over semantics
Yeah.
for the last 10
I'm just
minutes.
saying
Do
yes,
you
but
agree?
I'm just saying yes, and it can, but not necessarily. That's
Okay.
That's not a yes or no answer
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
literally
No,
not a
I'm
yes
saying
or
that-
no. That's like a maybe.
yes, it should be illegal for these people to do these things, and it doesn't necessarily show that these people are willing to do these things because you don't know what happened, and these people.
You
There's
keep
laws
pointing
against
to that-
entrapment.
I'm gonna stop you there because
I wish
keep
you would have
pointing-
said yes or no.
You keep pointing to that fact that we don't know, but I keep pointing to the fact that I'm only talking about the situations where the proof has been shown. The proof is in the pudding that they pulled up. They thought they were meeting a kid to do sexual acts, and it wasn't a kid. Does that not make the person that went there, they showed action, they left their house to go meet a kid? Does that not show something about that?
I mean, yes,
person?
if all the facts were laid out and those things were facts,
Yes,
like
that's
proven
what
in
I've
like
been
proven in
arguing
court.
the entire time.
Yes, like
You have
proven in
not
court,
listened
yes.
to me.
Well, and also that is how most of these videos go. A lot of these videos show the message, and it's solid, concrete proof that this person left their house with the intention to meet with a minor to have sex with them. Like that is 100% proven. And I mean, unless they forged the text messages they
Which
showed
you-
themselves.
I'm just saying
Well,
that's
and
illegal.
at the end of the day, they're not dealing out legal convictions.
yes.
And then usually they're not even slapping them. It's really just one group of guys that's smacking them
One
around.
group of guys, and they
Yeah.
don't even show
I've
the proof.
seen several groups. Of
Well,
people do it.
it's starting to catch on.
like a trend.
But they really just usually make them call their wives or some shit. Like
yeah, they make them do like a
they usually don't even call the police.
yeah. They sometimes do.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, you can't go around and act in your own justice
Yeah.
like you're Batman.
Unless you're Batman.
You got to be more of a Spider-Man. You got to catch it while it's happening. You know.
Yeah, if you stop something while it's happening, yeah, that's good.
See, if you are standing there like at the park and you see a guy like making advances towards like a child,
Yeah.
and then you come through and rock his shit.
I did see
See the
some dude posted about these videos, and he was like, they're bad basically because none of them will work because they're not set up like the original How to Catch a Predator. And in the How to Catch a Predator is like Spider-Man. Like the dude walks in, what's his name?
Chris Hansen.
Chris
Yeah.
Hansen walks in on the fucking like actual shit happening. He walks in on the dude who showed up to meet a kid.
I mean, but it's another
Yeah.
manufacturer situation. But the difference is that they're working with actual law enforcement.
And there's an actual kid.
And they do set up the scenario to where like they do let him come in and like say shit and stuff.
Yeah,
Like they really
catch
do
him
kind of catch it. They catch him in the
like
act.
Spider-Man.
They Spider-Man him. Yep.
But Spider-Man doesn't entrap people.
No. he
okay, we don't have to
doesn't.
look that deep.
Like
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Literally,
never put
we're
out
just-
a pot of money and was like, whoever's gonna come steal this money, I'm gonna come fuck them
Alright,
up. Like,
bro.
I don't know.
All right. yeah.
Over 1,000 issues.
Yeah,
That
we
might
I didn't have to look that.
In deep into it.
But
I'm saying that's
um,
the principle of it. Like,
Yeah,
no,
we,
that
yeah.
is the principle overall. I don't know. We are kind of
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
just
time
saying we
limit.
didn't have to look that deep into it.
So
so deep as it is.
that was the
Well.
Cream Pod episode 21. Like,
21.
comment, and subscribe,
20.
and get this to 1,000,000 fucking billion views.
trillion views.
And then-
100 trillion.
After you're done giving us 1,000,000 trillion views, you need to go on Spotify and give us 1,000,000 trillion more views.
Yes, and a bunch of money. Too.
You need to send me money.
send us money.
Send me as much money as you possibly can, and then send some more.
Thank you.
Give me all
Good
your
night.
money.
Ask your parents for money. Ask your parents for money and send it to me.